Right, we're gonna delve into the biggest footballing talking point of the weekend: Mo Salah and that infamous mix zone interview. So, for those of you who may not have come across it, I'm just going to go over the key points before we get into it. So, a few of the things that Mo Salah said in the interview is that his relationship with Arne Slot has broken down, and all of a sudden they have no relationship. He feels he's been thrown under the bus by the club. It's not been acceptable that he's been benched. That a lot of promises in the summer have not been kept, and that you never know what happens in terms of football when he was asked about his future. So I'm going to give you my opinion on this Mo Salah stance, and I'm Team Mo Salah.
What?
and the reason why
What?
I'm
Hey, do you know what? Say, go. It's talk, innit? Because
yeah, I'll talk the things, bro.
my head is hot right now.
I'll
Bro.
talk the things. So the reason why I'm Team Mo Salah is because, one, I feel very much so he's being used as a scapegoat for the failings of the team. And granted, yes, Mo Salah has not been performing to the usual standards that we're used to. However,
Can say that again.
when you put it in the context of the rest of the team, has he been any much worse than 95% of the squad?
Who
I don't
else?
think so.
Do you know what? Sorry. Go on, carry on.
Fair. He's been benched for the last 3 games, and in those 3 games, he's only played 45 minutes. Granted, I know rebuttal has been, well, Liverpool haven't lost any of those games. Fair. But have Liverpool played well in any of those 3 games? I would say no. And I feel if you're of someone of Mo Salah's stature on the pitch and you know what he can potentially offer, why are you not at least giving him minutes in games where you need to get something out of it? So if you go back to the game yesterday, Leeds get the game back to 2-2. Why are you not bringing Mo Salah on when you need to win the game? Why is he still on the bench? My only issue is the timing of the interview, because he goes off to AFCON in a week's time and the fallout is going to go way beyond that. I know we've got a game on Tuesday, we've got a game on Saturday against Brighton. That's my only issue. But I think it's fair if he feels that he's been told one thing by the manager and then the manager is coming out in public during press conferences saying, oh, it doesn't matter if he doesn't start because we need him because we got X amount of games in X amount of days. Mo Salah is going to get game time. And then on the Saturday, when the game comes, he doesn't get game time. Who's the manager lying to? Is he lying to Slot? Is he lying to the press? Is he lying to everyone? What's your rebuttal?
Who else gets paid what Mo Salah gets paid?
Virgil van Dijk.
They're on par.
They're on. There's minimal differences between their wages.
Okay, so you would consider Mo Salah to be a talisman, the Liverpool talisman, right?
On the pitch, yes.
Okay. If he's not performing, does it set a good precedent or a good image if you just leave him on the field?
I understand where that opinion can come from.
No, but just does it set a good image? Does it set a good image if the guy you are paying this money? Now, people might sit there and say, but that doesn't make sense. Just let me land.
Generally, I'll say yes, but I think this is contextual.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. By the way, I believe that Van Dijk, Gravenberch, Gakpo, Konate, Mabadashvili when he was playing, Kerkez, McAllister, Isak have all been garbage and should all be dropped. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, we cannot drop them all. We are light on centre backs Therefore, Konate has to play. Gakpo, we have Chiesa and Rio and Gamoa. But for some reason, Gakpo is untouchable. So I'm not coming from a position where I believe that it's just Mo Salah. So I want to preface this by saying that virtually the whole team should be dropped. But we just don't have the players to do that, right? I've been saying it for the longest. You can rewind and find previous episodes, or you can go on my socials and you can see that I've been saying for the very longest, even back in the days of Bobby, Sadio, and Mo Salah, this thing that Mo Salah does where he will play absolutely rubbish, and you can quote me on that, for a large percentage of the game, but he will pop up every now and again and create a goal, or not create a goal, he will score a goal, or he will get some sort of assist. It will only last so long before that dries up, because you're not going to score. And if you don't score, you should be contributing something else to the game. Now, if you're not going to pass in positions where you should pass because to another player who's in a better scoring position, and you're just going to be selfish and try to score and you don't score, it's going to look very selfish of you as a player. There have been plenty of chances and opportunities this season where Salah has been in position and either Verts or someone else has been in a better scoring position and Salah's chosen not to pass. Now, at some point, don't get me wrong, if Salah's scoring, we can overlook that and we can say, all right, fine, whatever, he's scoring. It's Salah. This is what he does. He's selfish because he puts the numbers up. But if he's not scoring, it looks even worse. There was the second game of the last 3 games where he hasn't started. He come on for 45 minutes. I think it was Aston Villa. He got the whole second half.
No, that was Sunderland on Wednesday.
Okay, Sunderland. He got the whole second half,
Yeah.
right? Did you actually watch him for those 45 minutes?
Yeah, I was at the game.
Even better. So you saw firsthand. Never mind off the TV where there's a 10-second delay. You was there live, watching the ball bounce off his shins, watching him trying to force that shot where he cuts in off the right and tries to curl it into the top corner, and it's not happening because he's skying it into the cop. You was there and saw it. Okay, wow. And this is your viewpoint, and you was there live. Wow. He's not offering anything outside of the fact that anytime we get the ball, it goes out wide, and then he tries to do something and it doesn't work. He's a hindrance. Both him and Gakpo, to be honest. Gakpo missed it Unpredictable on the left. Salah, just the ball goes out to him and he tries to do something and it's not happening. So for me, the next step is this. Look, I get it. If you feel like you're being scapegoated, fine, because no one else is being mentioned. But if you actually go and speak to people or go on the forums or go on the socials, you will see that it's not just Salah that gets mentioned, it's Gakpo as well. The fans are not happy with a whole load of other players. It's just that Slots just happened to bench him. Probably because that's the easiest one to bench. If we're being honest, it's the easiest one to bench. Because you've still got Gakpo, you've still got Verts, you can shoehorn Isak and Ekitike into the squad. Either way, dropping either one of them are easy people to drop. For some reason, Slots come out and made some sort of excuse about not dropping Gakpo. Fine. But you don't come out as the talisman of the team and throw a tantrum. You just don't do it. Not when your team's going through a period of just poor performances. You just don't do it.
Do you think because the team are not playing well, and now Salah has come out and made this statement, that this maybe points at a bigger underlying problem
No,
within the club?
I don't think.
So you
I think
purely
if
think it's Salah just being quite selfish and
Look,
throwing his toys out the pram.
if there is a deeper underlying issue that we don't know about, and Salah's just trying to be the front man for it, it's not coming across that way. It's coming across as I'm not getting what I want, so I'm throwing my toys out of the pram, because this isn't new. Salah's done this before. He's got history. He done it with the contract situation,
Which I think is justified, to be fair.
fine, which is fine, but he's done it. He came out into the media and said what he said. Then the issue with Klopp on the sideline, because he got benched. So he's got priors. So him doing this again, it doesn't point to no underlying issue. It points to, oh, I'm not getting what I want, so I'm going to throw my toys out of the pram, and I don't care about how it looks. I want what I want. I should be playing regardless of how I'm performing.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
You're only as good as your last performance.
I think we can see past that for Mo Salah in terms of what he's done.
No, you're only as good
I think
as
we
your
can.
last performance.
I totally disagree with that. Just because what Salah's done for the
What
club,
is last season doing to help this season?
but again, that could be lobbied at any of the players, bar Szoboszlai.
But it's only Salah that went out into the media.
This
So
season.
forget them other players. I prefaced by saying, yes, I know that he's not the only one that's underperforming. But what has last season's achievements doing for him this season? It's not doing anything. It's not helping him. So when people come in there and say, "Oh, Salah, look what he won us a title," fantastic. But what about right now? What's he doing right now to help us? Nothing.
Yeah, I agree. It's been very tough for him and the majority of the attackers at Liverpool, bar Ekitike, who, to be fair, before yesterday, he hadn't scored in like 11 games. So he wasn't even on a good run of form. I just think that Salah only says something when he's at breaking point. And I get that with the contract last season. And I think, could you think about it, it's only 3 games that he's been benched for.
Exactly.
He played, and this is my point, because it's only 3 games, I think there's a bigger problem at hand here for him to come out and say something. I don't think it's just, I haven't started 3 games, let me say something. You know what I mean?
Do you know what
I might be wrong, but I just think there could be something bigger at hand here, whether it's a beef with the manager, which could be because he said, me, the manager, ain't really talking anymore. I just think for him to come out after only 3 games, there might be a small.
Do you know what it looks like? You know what it looks like to me?
God.
Those 3 games we haven't lost. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. So I'm going to throw my toys out the pram just before I go off to AFCON and leave you lot to deal with this.
Let's see. Well, yeah, as we said, Mo Salah goes off to AFCON in just over a week's time. Liverpool have quite a few tough run of fixtures in that time, so we'll see how the team perform with or without him. If they perform well without him, the writing could be on the wall. If they struggle, his comments could be vindicated. But yeah, I don't think this saga is gonna.
They're only vindicated if he comes back and scores. They're only vindicated if he goes to AFCON and lights it up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if we struggle, we've been struggling. It's nothing new.
No change. But yeah, let's see how this plays out. And it seems there's a bit of a power struggle between Slot and Salah. So let's see who will win. All right. Peace.